Welcome to Home Cinema and Tech Review channel. In this video, I'll be talking about my choices of home cinema setup and also TV setup as well. Because I kept my TV and my projection, as you can see, I have a huge screen, 3 meter length. This is a 65-inch 4K TV, best of both world kind of scenario. But to get this scenario, I did a lot of choices. Like I literally argued with my wife, and I also really thought, where do I get electricity? Where can I hide the cables? And how can I get this clean setup and also use two devices in the same room without just taking too much attention? Because it's important, if you have your setup in your living room that everyone sees, it's important to have TV. Because I talked to my wife, which basically you should also do similar stuff. Talk to your wife or your housemates if you're going to put your projection or TV in the living room, because everyone sees that room. If everyone sees that room, if everyone sits in that room, there are choices that had to be made. So our choices was the keeping the TV and using the projection and keep the cost low as much as possible. In this video, I'll tell you my story and my choices, the reason behind that all those choices. So let's start with the setup here. We have 65-inch Philips Hue TV, which I will later on hopefully review why I chose Philips Hue in the beginning. And then we have 3 meter length of huge screen, motorized screen. With a push of a button, I can just lower it down, and I will do in a minute. And I have 4K projection that you don't see, Optoma UHD 35 4K projection. I can create up to 150 even larger screens, but in this room setup, in this distance, which I have, I can create 120, 130 inch range of screen. So it's quite big and it's more than enough for this room space. And I'm quite happy with the result that I get, which you will see in a minute. But before that, the choices you have to make are simple actually. If you keep your TV, you have to choose a screen to project, or you have to find a flat surface to reflect your projection. Like me in this condition, I will tell all the story like this setup, but this is a little bit later. From the beginning, you have to make simple two choice. Either you're going to keep the TV or get rid of it and get a projection. When the second scenario applies, like if you get rid of the TV, what you can gain and what you will lose. We are going to talk about this. Because if you don't use a TV, you have two options for projector side. You either go, like me, long throw or regular throw projections and use it in a distance and throw it on the wall or a screen. And the second option is going laser or ultra short throw UHD projection and put it onto a TV stand or some sort of a stand and directly project very close to the wall, like 30, 40 centimeters, or a little bit more, a little bit less. With these options, you have to have a wall or a screen. And here comes another problem, because if you choose the screen, you need to talk to your wife or your family members or your homemates. Because my choices behind this, if I want to put regular projector, which I'm using right now with a long throw, if I project it on the wall as a TV, when the lights are on, you don't see anything, near anything, because the white wall also reflects all the light. So if I go to a direction with the laser TV, to use it as a regular TV, and it takes much less space than a regular projector because it is on the TV unit and all the cables are behind. And most of the ultra short throw laser TVs has speakers in them, so you don't have to buy a soundbar style sound system like me later on. So it is more compact, but it's also more expensive. When you go to 4K, you're going above 200, probably 2,500 or $3,000 range at the beginning, and you can go a lot further. So when you go to laser, there is another argument. I talked to my wife, hey, let's buy a laser TV or ultra short throw projection. And she said, okay, then you're going to get rid of the TV, right? I said, okay, I will be using the laser TV as a TV from now on. And she asked me a question. Are you going to project it on the wall? We have a huge wall here. I said, probably not. She said, why? Because if we do that, if you open the lights, we don't see anything at all. So she asked me, what are you going to use? I told her that if I go for the laser projection or ultra short throw projection, I need to purchase an ambient light rejection special screen because there are screens for that. And those screens are costing around $1,000 to $2,000 depending on the system. Is it motorized? Is it fixed? And etc. So the cost is going up. Even though I agree with the cost, she asks me another question. What will be the color of the screen for that ultra short throw? And I say, gray or dark gray. He says, is it going to be fixed on the wall? Well, probably if I want to spend half the budget, like $1,000 or $800, whatever, I said it's going to be 100, 120, or 150 inch size. And she says, hey, you're going to put something huge onto this wall and it's going to look, just stand there, darker gray. She said directly no. She didn't even hesitate for a second. She said, no, it will look awful on the wall. It is not a TV. It doesn't look like a TV. So I don't want it. It's huge. And I have to agree. Yes, it is huge for a living room. Maybe you have a basement or second or third room that you want to convert to cinema. You can go cheaper ways. I will talk to you in the future videos because there are lots of alternatives and I've also tried them and I was happy with them, but I don't want to put them in my living room because they don't look either professional or, like my wife said, they look static and take a lot of space. So we go for the second option, long throw projection, and then keep the TV. Because if you're going to use or roll down or roll up, whatever, mechanical motorized system, we have to have the space for that. And that is the point where we created this setup from scratch because I've seen some applications, but I didn't see right exactly like this because this is the less space that you can spend for huge screens like this. First, I thought we need to use the TV on the wall because otherwise your TV will be on the TV unit and you'll be spending like 30 centimeters from the wall because of TV sitting in the middle of the TV unit. And the backside of the TV will be cancelled and the screen will be probably in the middle of the room just hanging from the ceiling. And it's going to look bad, quite bad, believe me. And then we decided to put a TV on the wall, but we have to choose the most thinnest TV VESA mount that you could ever find because we have right now probably around 8 centimeters distance from the wall. That is like a forefinger at my tips, like I can just measure it. So this is a very thin setup. When I created this, most of the projector screens, they go just right below. And if you install them directly, it will be probably hitting the TV around here somewhere. Instead of installing onto the ceiling, we installed it with the two huge bolts, like more than like my fingers, probably around 15 centimeters and longer, to a solid wall, to just two big screws. We installed 3 meters of length motorized screen. And with that screen, when we try to install it, if we did it like regularly, it will go down and hit the TV. Instead of using the regular angle, we rotated 90 degrees. And right now the screen is going down like, let's just open the TV, by the way, show you the TV later on the projection. And here, at the push of a button, our screen will go like a waterfall because we just turn the projection screen and it only has like one finger space. That is probably 1.5 centimeters, 1.5 probably, distance between TV and the screen weight. As you can see, it will just pass the screen. Later on, I will open the same video, 4K Ultra HDR from YouTube. This is Istanbul, by the way, which I am right now. So I will stop the TV show. I will open up the projection, the Optoma, that you will see how the projection shows, huge screen, and you will compare it under, as you can see, 65-inch TV. You will compare the size because the screen that we are going to be creating will be 4 times probably bigger than the TV itself. I will try to put the numbers at the description below and maybe in the video later on. Just stop it. Yep. So Optoma is about to open. Of course, there are compromises that had to be done. This screen is white screen, not a gray one, not too reflexive, not too expensive one. So this is a budget screen because Optoma is powerful. UHD 35 is quite powerful. I use it mostly in eco mode. In this room, as you can see this video, we don't have any other light sources, only 2 light sources in the room. One is on the dinner table, one is right now, as you can see. So those lights are quite strong. I do also have another YouTube channel for hobby reasons. I review some of the watches that I have. So if you're into watches, you can click of a button, reach the description below and see some of the watch reviews. Those lights are that powerful that I can shoot 4K detail close-up shots of watches. So I'm going to close one of the lights and I have my smart stick here. By the way, the projection is about to open. I will close one of the lights. And in this setup, right now, I am shooting reviews. Don't forget about this. In this setup, I am shooting reviews. Light is still quite strong. Later on, I will just cancel all the lights. Just go for the YouTube and continue the same Istanbul video in Ultra HDR in a second. So yep, we have Istanbul video here. And I'm going to close the audio. And I'm about to choose this probably quality. Let's just check the quality. Yes, this is for one. Yeah, let's go up a little bit to get more of the quality. Like I said, this is the eco mode. You can see every brick in every building, every line, very crisp, clear, and you have a huge screen. Let me just close the next light and we'll talk about from there because this is light that I review products. Here you can see the light behind the unit is a Philips Hue light and the TV also have lights, and back of the room that you don't see, I will show you in the next videos hopefully. Under the seat there is another light, so even those LED strip lights show the whole room. You can see what you eat, like in cinema you can see your popcorn in this situation. So actually, if I close all those lights, contrast will be even higher. And this is efficient mode. This is like an eco mode of my projection. Here you can have a great projection and the TV in a single setup with a much less cost. I will just open the lights, stop the video, and open the lights again and continue this video till the end. As you can see, when I open the lights, which are quite strong, you don't see too much of a thing. This is the compromise that you have to make. Otherwise, if you if you pay triple or maybe quadruple the cost for this screen, maybe you can get a little reflection protected screen. But most of the anti light reflection screens are for ultra short throw projections coming from the below or at least top, like 45 angle. They reject rest of the lights. I recommend this setup, but let me know what you think at the comment section below. And if you like it, why do you like it? And if you don't like it, and if you have any ideas, share it with me so we can share it with people who consider home cinema setup at their home. And believe me when I say so, this setup is having the best cost, best, let's just say, price performance range of setup, because you can choose much cheaper projector than this. I also have 1080p Full HD LED setup with the LG. I will review later on. But in this setup, I have 120 Hz Full HD capable, 4 milliseconds probably capable gaming projector when it comes down to Full HD. When you use it with the 4K 60p, you can go like a PlayStation, Xbox Series X kind of game console style. Also, you can connect your PC and you can play like FPS games, but which I don't play much. And you can also watch everything in 4K with a lot of sharpness, as you've seen. So keep that in mind. All these things combined is less expensive than new OLED 55 or 60-inch next-gen TVs. So with the push of a button, you just go back wherever you are left off and you just play the videos as you should. Let's just get back. As you can see, projection screen is going up. By the way, you see there is not much of a difference, wall and the screen, but still, I will stop it. Screen is better than the wall itself. So any screen you purchase, better than regular white wall, but you have to make compromises. Let me know what you think at the comment section below. And if you like these sort of videos, just support me with your comments and direct me which kind of setups and products that you want to see. And if you have products that to be reviewed, let me know with the contact information at our YouTube page. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.